Hello viewers, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Expedition. Last time, what's-his-face, Rivaloo stole from us a big huge rock. But that's okay, we found a lot of fossils. What a lackluster intro. I'm not re-recording it, whatever, it's fine. The important part is, we have lots of resources, let's use them to make cool stuff happen. So first things first, research papers. So, the question is, which direction do we want to go this time? Ooh, you know, writing history is really powerful with Hildegard's captain bonus. These things all help you get study tokens, but this would help us get study tokens, this would help us get almost as much science as 2 study tokens while also getting 2 campaign. And again, even though that's pretty similar to the thing we had going last time, I think we gotta pounce on it. Yeah, and this is gonna give us a bunch of extra science. Yeah, we have to go this way. Alright, so... and we'll get this. Obviously, we want to be the devious and inquisitive searchers of secrets. Yes, let's do this. So we're really stacking up the that one result. We get our extra supply capacity right away. Excellent. Okay, we won't be able to do these just yet. But we're definitely going to spend an insight on science. Actually, we would get 2 study tokens if we did this. But we can get 2 campaign tokens this way, and that's a much, much higher overall payout, in addition to still being enough science to get our research paper done. Awesome. 15 renown whenever we acquire a helper, and, of course, lots of extra tokens. I love tokens. Don't you guys love tokens? So... we're unlikely to finish this tree, I think, because the other 4 trees are pretty strong. In particular, the supply token abilities. Maybe I'm overstating the importance of supplies, but they seem pretty important to me. Alright, 75 research is well out of reach, though, if I'm not mistaken. Let me think here. What the heck did that research paper do? Gain 1 extra token from each... okay, so it just gives us an extra token in each place. So if we were to focus on science completely, we would be able to get 12 more science tokens with our insight. At an average value of 5, that only yields 60 insight. That's not sufficient. So, let's have a look at what else we have available, but I have a feeling we may be going for collect tokens, actually. Alright, unfortunately, all of these only reward us for completing things aggressive. We could take one of these guys to help us hedge a little bit against the possibility of not being able to reasonably finish an encounter in devious mode. But let's instead look for something that plays into our linear a little bit better. So, athletes, beguilers, and naturalists. Hermit Scientist Heinrich might be able to give us some love. We might be able to get a level 5 naturalist going. Classical physics and biology. She already knows classical physics. She's not going to naturally pick up biology, so we can give her biology, and then when she hits this level, she'll be a level 5 naturalist. And she'll qualify for his second bonus, and we'll get 2 free study tokens every time she succeeds on the wheel. That sounds pretty good. Obviously, we're a little short on campaign tokens, but we have insight yet. I'm actually pretty curious what's in the 3rd group, though. Okay, so these are all bonuses for completing encounters deviously. Well, I think we should recruit Lady Vaduva then. Our campaign tokens have our best output. Actually, let's have a look at helpers. Do we want to recruit somebody? We're going to be getting a lot of encounter tokens because we're getting a free encounter token from every encounter, basically, due to that Baryonyx Claw. So things that improve the output of encounter tokens are of a higher value to us than they might be to most parties. So we could get probably 2 traders if we spent our remaining insight on campaign tokens. And then that would also give us a head start on our next research paper. The other thing we could do is we could recruit a student. I was going to say we can try to recruit enough students to drive up the value of research tokens enough that, the value of study tokens, enough that if we spent all of our insight on study tokens, we might be able to unlock that other tree. But I think that going with the trader and just getting extra gold is probably the right strategy. However, before we actually spend anything on that, let's look at our money here, or let's look at our shop. So unfortunately, I noticed already that Kiwi has the navigation perk, so we can't use this to improve her survivalist abilities. Like I said, it's easy to get an engineer perk. We can get a point of engineer for Anna if we feel that it's necessary. Oh, it looks like they've improved the offensive items a little bit. They are now cheaper and better. They used to give the lowest level used to be 75 gold, and they used to give 3 of one kind and 1 of the other. That's nice. I actually wonder if we should just buy offensive equipment. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get everybody a little bit more. Well, no, let's sell this stuff because it all only rewards 1 point, and I just don't think it's worth using. And then we'll go ahead and increase everybody's defenses. Defensive increases are just too valuable. And we still have enough gold to increase 2 people's offense. So Anna's in the worst place. We'll give her this book. And then Hildegard, I suppose. Kiwi doesn't have amazing offensive stats, but she's doing just fine. She was certainly very useful in the last encounter. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to lecture in London once, and that'll get us enough gold to finish outfitting. We'll get Kiwi a book as well, and then we'll spend the rest of it on campaign tokens. And we'll improve the value of our encounter tokens, and we'll bank some science to get a head start on the next research project. Alright, let's buy some traders. And we are getting a little bit of renown from doing this, so that's nice. And we'll get a journalist too. What the hell? We still have enough left to hire one more guy. Let's get a merchant. I really don't like to hire students because this is only a 0.5 increase per token. And while that certainly does add up, it's just, man, it's so much less than the expected value of what you get from the others. Alright, so I looked and we did not do Mali. We did the Caribbean island. There are 2 other 2 stars. We could go to the Hungarian fort, but I think we're going to go to Mali. It says a friendly approach might help. We're okay at friendly. It says look for rogue athlete and beguiler challenges. We don't have any of that stuff. Man, Maybe we shouldn't come here after all. Hold on. Well, the Hungarian fort does fit our skill set a little bit better. And it says being devious might help. The thing is, I don't really want plenty of status. This is not so exciting to me. And Molly says gold, just gold and gold and gold. I love gold. But let's go ahead and do the Hungarian fort. We're just so much better suited for it. It's true, I do remember Molly really asking you to go friendly a lot. The Hungarian forest. With the details provided by Lady Vaduva, you must be able to find the secret fort which used to be an alchemy laboratory. You enter the forest. There is no time to lose. Onwards. Well, let's prefer science. Also, the science node gets us by far the greatest additional vision. Oh, look at that. Special stuff right away. The swamps make Anna think about some small experiments with liquids back in the lab. That's weird. Ah, remember that time I poured that acid into that base? So, this is not actually a special node. Or I should say, this is not a special node that's going to give us anything of value. This node is part of an event that appeared around Halloween time and allows you to unlock a bunch of extra treasures to start dropping in your game. I've already done that, so there's not a lot of impetus for us to go there. We could go here and get vision on 3 more nodes. We could go here and get vision on 2 more nodes and get some tokens. Let's go ahead and take the bird in the hand. The sound of growling wolves is becoming ever more present. Kiwi averts the danger with all of her quick thinking that she learned from jumping on top of Anna's shoulders. Easy. Kiwi escapes the wolves with a clever distraction. Man, did I just avoid combat? I wonder if I just avoided combat. Because I would actually prefer to get into combat, I think. Well, this base doesn't give us much in the way of new information, but it does promise to give us supplies. The mustachioed woodland explorers. They are pretty respected in Hungary, Russia, and the Ottoman Empire. They say they're looking for the sinking cathedral. Hildegard considers who should go parley with them. Well, Anna's not a speaker or a diplomat. Kiwi's not a speaker or a diplomat. But you have plus 80% from speaker and diplomat, so... The mustachioed woodland explorers are impressed with Hildegard's courtesy. Yes, yes, you are very polite, and we respect those who respect us. Please accept our supplies and gifts. You could try growing mustaches, though. We will now continue our search for the sinking cathedral. Delightful. Yeah, we all seem to be pretty happy about that mustache comment. I wasn't really thinking about it, but I did bring a party of all women, didn't I? Okay, well this is going to give us lots of new information. Kiwi finds a small plate of silver. It probably fell off a cart. Okay. Uneventful so far. Well, the only way to see what's on this corner node is to go here, so we're going to do that. You have the feeling you could find something here, but then some bandits grab you. All these lands belong to our boss, Boris the Claw. It's actually a pretty cool name. Leave your stuff now or prepare to die. Well, fuck you, guy. I need my stuff. Also, I need your stuff. Alright, so if we were to go friendly, we would just get let go. But if we go devious or aggressive, we do get to take their stuff. And also, if we go devious, we get huge, huge profits. And hey, they're aggressive, so being devious is going to work out just fine. So you're going to charge in and be a loudmouth, because being a loudmouth has always been good for us in the past. Oh, and additionally, these guys are weak to enrage. They just can't handle her mocking laughter. Look at my think about... Contemplate your mortality. Yeah, maybe that's it. I find the concept of my mortality to be pretty terrifying. So, Hildegard encourages them to think about their mortality and their insignificance in a cruel and uncaring world, and then Anna promises to show them what that all means. They run away screaming that their boss Boris the Claw will get you, leaving their loot behind. Alright, cool. 2 collect tokens on top of all the other tokens. Pretty great. Let's go try to get some more supplies. An athlete, naturalist, or survivalist. Well, we have 2 of those things. This seems like a fruitful part of the swamp. Maybe a survivalist could find something useful, like some fruit. How full of fruit is it? Kiwi finds edible berries for supplies. And also tokens. This is going real well, at the risk of jinxing things. By the way, don't believe in jinxes. That's not real. Anna finds some silverware. It must have been dropped by a merchant or bandit. Why is bandit in bold? Is the game trying to suggest to us it's definitely a bandit? Alright, well. I suppose we'll go this way because I would rather have status research than status gold. You find a small ruined church in the forest. You can study it for a little more research. It looks like failure doesn't have much of a cost here. Hopefully Anna will be able to succeed on this, though. Oh, no such luck. Anna finds nothing interesting about the ruined church. Bummer, man. Alright, well this is unusual. This gold token doesn't... Or this gold node doesn't connect to whatever's over here. That makes our decision for us. You find the remains of a cart attacked by vicious bandits. You will receive praise for traversing these lawless lands. I guess, man. There's a lot of icons on this one. An engineer or a rogue may be useful. We don't have either of those. And, unfortunately, it only connects up to this node that appears empty. I think we're going to get much better value by just going this way. And then going up. If the node up is worth going to. Anna conducts a quick experiment with some swamp gases. The findings? It stinks. That was my best attempt at a Jay Sherman impression. I haven't seen The Critic in probably 10 years at this point. So, it might be a little rusty. Hello! Whoa! The hell is that? What's this? A joke? This crew member doesn't believe in nonsense. Gain a study token. How does that make any sense? I mean, we're doing it. I want the token, but... Also, what is this? Is this like heavy breathing? Because it's not him just saying hi, 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 hi over and over again. No! Say what? If you make me laugh within 2 seconds, I'll give you something special. Kiwi's a quick thinker. Kiwi, come up with a funny joke. That's interesting. Hildegard has bonus points from being a pranking trickster, but unfortunately she's not that quick of a thinker. No thank you, what a creep. Calling him a creep and sending him on his way is worth a campaign token. At least we can tell the weird story. Yeah, go for it. 65%, that's pretty good. Kiwi answers quickly. How do you get Anna out of a bathtub? Throw in the soap! Wow! That, first of all, is kind of a dad joke, and secondly is super mean. While Anna doesn't think of it as particularly enjoyable, the little red guy is pleased. I love it when people annoy each other! That's good. I came up with an appropriate voice for a guy who really loves annoyance. There's a big poof, and then all that remains is a statue. And free treasure. 8 campaign tokens. Okay. I like 8 tokens. I especially like 8 tokens that have such a big payout. Okay, I'm a little nervous about how long the route's going to be back toward the castle, but I do want encounters. We're all drawing up on level 3, and it would be cool if we could get at least a couple of us there. Some cultists have found a load of rare truffles. The alchemist will surely enjoy these yummy mushrooms. You could engage them to acquire those delicacies, and I will. Actually, I don't care about the truffles. I just want the tokens I'll get for being mean to them until they go home crying. It's possible that this game is encouraging some bad behavior. Alright. We're going to start off with Loudmouth. We always start off with Loudmouth, and it's always great. Alright, so this cultist has a weakness to being terrified and 0 speech defense, but we can't actually get Anna close enough to use the Terrify on her. On her? On it. We don't know if it's a her or not. So I think what I'm going to do instead is run Hildegard up here and try to bring him down with the friendly attack. Oh, that's unfortunate. What did he... 1. We left him at 1. Alright. These rookie cultists are also weak to Terrify, so Anna can bring down one of those with a one-shot. Her description of his electric torture sends chills down his spine. And then a big fumble. That's embarrassing. This was a pretty scary laugh, though. Alright, Anna's definitely going to get the clear out on this guy. Obliterated. They only have 26 spirits. She's really killing it. Alright, I think we're going to have Kiwi run down over here because I know Kiwi will one-shot this guy. And then we'll have Hildegard come up here and try to finish this guy off. If we did things in the other way, I don't feel at all sure that Hildegard would have gotten the... Oh, it looks like she probably would have done 43 to them, which would have been more than sufficient. So I was worried about nothing. The cultists run as Kiwi shouts some things that might have gone a little too far. The truffles are yours. Yeah, she's a real dick, is what I'm noticing. Alright, if this node over here doesn't have supplies, we're going to be eating some serious penalties. Wolves! Your crew is being followed by quite a lot of them. There are too many to take on, but a clever tactical move might dispose of them. Uh-oh, we're no good at tactics. Well, this is our best chance, 30 to 15, so... 30%'s not so low. Indeed, high enough. The wolves are drawn into a bottleneck and defeated. You remain unscratched. Honestly, maybe it would have been better for us to fail that. Okay. We're going to go here. So we'll take a supply penalty here and then another one here. Oh, and that doesn't actually connect directly. Oh, this is looking pretty bad. Ooh. You find the remains of a cart attacked by vicious bandits. Yeah, we know. Kiwi loses speech power. That's one of the worst ones that could possibly happen. Oh, a special thingy that has treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd be looking at 3 more penalties, as opposed to if we just go this way, 2 more penalties. Alright, I'll take an extra penalty for a treasure. I might be pushing it. You arrive at the hideout of the bandit leader Boris the Claw. Keep out signs are hanging around, and the place smells of wolf. Hildegard ponders how to approach the situation. Well, we could run. Or we could take a chance on getting wounded. She just succeeded on a 30%, so she'll succeed on this one too, right? Yeah. 30's our magic number, apparently. With a clever maneuver, Anna puts this crew up in a superior position. Now it's time to face those low-life bandits. Hildegard calls them out, and we get a study token. None other than their boss, Boris the Claw, comes out to meet you. Who do you think you are? What are you doing here? We can tell him to face his punishment, or we can be a real dick. Wow. So Kiwi and Hildegard can both get speech bonuses. This is a percentage speech loss, so she'll effectively really only gain 2 speech from this thing. So we're going to do it with Hildegard. You think this is funny? You don't want to see me angry. He's going to attack you head on. He didn't think that was funny? Come on. Who doesn't love a fake bomb threat? This guy's real sensitive. Ooh, look at his model. I'm fairly sure that this guy did not have a unique model last time I saw him. You saw in the cutscene he was using the same art as the mustachioed gentleman. So he's extremely weak to enrage. He's got a lot of health, and his crew is aggressive right now. So putting us into devious right away seems like a pretty strong play. And this is just a really great attack. It does lots of damage, it gives Kiwi a bunch of grit. Alright, one enemy down already. Uh-oh. We seem to have enraged him into dog form. Fearless and full of rage, the claw is unstoppable. Maybe reminding him what a sad human being he is will soften him up. Every attack makes him more confident. Okay. Anna has experimentation, which is a pretty great AoE attack. Oh, sadly we cannot get a one-shot. Okay, we can get a one-shot this way. That'll work. I don't mind having 2 pips of friendly. We're definitely not going to tick over into friendly accidentally. That may be the last time I ever use a friendly attack. Sadly, that promises to do almost no damage. Well, I suppose we'll just... Wow, Anna just plain does not have the ability to finish these people off. Well, we'll do this. We've mostly been just one-shotting people, so it didn't matter what the effects we applied were. But it is worth noting that Terrify, which is the purple face, reduces attack power. So by terrifying these guys, we are protecting ourselves a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, she's getting cheered. Let's get the cheer on. Yay! You're everyone's hero. Kiwi is going to continue annoying this guy. Experimentation gains a little bit of damage every turn until it reaches plus 75% power. At this point, it is sufficient to down one of the henchmen, so we're going to go ahead and use it. Right, and Boris is only a little bit above half now. We're definitely getting there. Ooh. That was a little bit not super cool. Great miss, great miss. It's his attacking, apparently, that makes him more confident, not the actual hitting. Alright, we're going to finish this guy off. And then, I hope, be able to finish off Boris before that next group of guys becomes a problem. So he is not strong against Terrify. And the Terrify is going to do more damage than a normal attack. Also, a normal attack would push us over into... Well, actually, hold on. Maybe we do want to push ourselves over into aggressive. Because aggressive versus aggressive gives a plus 50%. It's either 25 or 50% bonus to the damage of devious abilities. So yeah, I think we're going to have Hildegard attack. She actually has a pretty good attack range. She's not guaranteed to hit, but she doesn't have to. We just need her to do an attack so that we generate the 3rd pip of aggressive attitude. And now, plus 25% power, we get even more damage out of doing this. Oh, I don't feel good about causing a wolf to make that noise. That's unfortunate. You know, I didn't read the text of the outcomes. I do notice that the Red Skull is on Devious. What do these say? You make furry friends, but they leave with most of the loot. Boris the Claw goes on a rampage and seriously damages the crew. Boris the Claw is defeated and you take all his loot. Huh. Maybe we should finish this one aggressive, actually. This is a lot of tokens to give up. But I don't want the crew to be in any worse shape than they absolutely have to be going into the next set of battles. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try to finish them off aggressively. I think. Now, you know what? We're going to do the devious option, actually, because I've never seen it before, and I don't know what it means by severely damages the crew, and I'd like to know what it means. So you can see that even though Hildegard has tried to terrify, it still has 100% hit chance. It just has the lower speech penalty of most try-to abilities. Boris the Claw is absolutely terrified. He goes on a rampage and seriously damages the crew. Let's see what we actually get here. Oh dear, the Claw has lost it and is going on a total rampage. He attacks without discriminating between friend and foe. His fury goes beyond his spirit. Hildegard takes a treasure from the bandits' base, but not before being viciously chased by the Claw. It will take some time for them to return to raiding, but also for Hildegard to recover from the shock. Minus 15 speech. Ouch. That does really hurt. But we got this thing. +2 collect whenever a level 2 quick thinker succeeds on the adventure wheel. Alright. So we really want to get another level of quick thinker onto Kiwi as quickly as possible. With that, your encounter with the werewolf bandit boss reaches its conclusion. Kiwi is anxious to brag about this encounter at the renowned Explorers International Society. Gain a secret token. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. All the penalties. Anna loses speech defense. Ugh. Nothing special has been found here, except for penalties. Anna loses speech power. I don't think we should have taken a penalty. We didn't spend any supplies to move there. Alright, so we can move through this node, which is empty, and I hate... Oh no, I forgot. We can't move through this node. Well, we have to move through the empty node. What a bummer. Nothing special has been found here. Bad stuff has happened, though. Anna loses armor. Anna loses everything. She didn't lose her attack. We may have to make use of that. So we can take a collect whenever Kiwi succeeds on the adventure wheel, or we can get 20 grit every time we use Enrage. This is powerful, but more tokens is better development. It's the engine play, and I do love to make the engine play. And surrounding enemies gain +1 terrified every turn. I don't know that that's actually even good for us. We may want to be able to control their emotional state a little better than that. Or +1 study whenever you enter an area with a nature challenge. Well, again, free tokens, especially this early in the game. Alright, no more hunger penalties, but we have taken a ton of them already. Our people are in terrible shape. Don't worry, Hildegard has +3 speech. The ruins over there must be the secret fort. Once you finish exploring the ruins, the expedition will be over and you'll return to the overworld. Are you and your crew ready to continue? Right away you're in for a nasty surprise. Cultists. Their leader seems to be a master alchemist herself. You come to disturb our secret occult fortress? You won't get past me! I don't want to disturb it. I'll leave most things as I found them. Right, well, we definitely want to get the devious win here. An encounter token is not better than 3 campaign tokens that are also generating science. Look, Kiwi can get into a space where her enraged thing will hit 3 people. I think that's pretty obviously the play. Taunted and ruffled and annoyed. These guys are, these guys are weak to Terrify. We knew that already. Sadly, Hildegard now only has oh man, and it's even worse for Anna. 21 speech power. Well, I guess let's do it. Let's take this guy down, even though it takes 2 of us because we're so goofed up on penalties here. I do like deviousness a lot because of the fact that it takes... Ooh. That is a is a line-targeted stun attack, so neither one of them is going to get a next turn. Can't cope with humiliation. I wish we had some humiliation to mete out. Oh, well, it looks like just enraging him is going to continue to be the best play. 28 is a sizable chunk of 175. To be perfectly honest, this fight should be a little bit easier than the fight with Boris. And we got through that okay. Sadly, everybody is spending the whole fight terrified, probably. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Hildegard has cheer. Alright, I think we'll run to here. Hildegard will run to here. Cheer totally has enough range. Let's see what you got. Well, it looks like Terrify is the most damaging. So we'll just keep pushing it. It's possible that it would have been better to leave this guy in the terrified state by doing Kiwi's move first. It's also possible that the right play there was to go fight the lesser cultists, since they're approaching. They're actually going to be hitting us here. I'm not sure what he's saying. I could have a sword. Imagine what it would be like if I had a sword. And they're like, oh man, that would be bad. You having a sword sounds like a real bad time for me. Please, miss. Okay. Whew. Definitely getting more than a little bit nervous there. However, you have created the perfect situation for Kiwi to do this thing. Fools. He is actually immune to that. Alright, let's see if we can get this. If this attack lands... Okay, yeah, we should be guaranteed to finish him off with Anna. We got lucky with the enemies swarming in around Hildegard like that, but then not actually managing to defeat her. Alright. Everyone is absolutely terrified of our crew. Apparently, we are the most frightening women in history. The alchemist is crying in the corner, her emotions out of control. Not your problem! You leave the weeping handkerchiefs to explore the... you leave the weeping... Yeah, she's being referred to as a weeping handkerchief, which seems... I don't know, maybe culturally insensitive. Maybe she's wearing these robes for religious reasons or something. Let's go explore a ruined fort! Yeah! As the crew looks around to find the alchemy lab, Kiwi feels a bit uneasy. Slightly scared, Kiwi asks if Hildegard believes in alchemy and the powers of the occult. No, it's just a bunch of nonsense, or yes, there might be truth. I think she would say it's a bunch of nonsense. She's very science-focused. Then the crew finds the secret alchemy lab. There are many weird machinations. Probably this just means machines. You probably should have just written machines. And potions inside, but one treasure stands out. So we can get the Philosopher's Stone or the Secretorum. +2 campaign whenever a level 2 archaeologist succeeds on the adventure wheel. Well, we're definitely focusing on archaeology. +3 insight. Man, these are some good treasures. Amazing! The so-called Philosopher's Stone. Hildegard wonders if it works. With the fort explored and its secrets unveiled, the expedition can safely be called a success. Great. You know, that was remarkably easy. I feel like. And we ended up with 6 insight from treasures. Lots of ability to get more tokens. The medieval devil's kind of unimpressive, except for the fact that it has 2 insight. But campaign tokens are pretty great for us. That looks like we'll be able to write a couple more research papers, not a tremendous amount. But we got quite a bit of renown there. Explorer Society board members are still excited at the progress of this sly scholar. With that great adventure behind you, you can send a report to an explorer-welcoming city. This will unlock new possibilities on the world map, but you can only unlock 1 city per expedition. Later expeditions might add new options. I think we want to open up the equipment shop in New Orleans because I know from previous playthroughs that equipment shop stocks special books. And so on a speech-focused playthrough, it can be very valuable. Greetings, explorer. We down here in New Orleans... Am I supposed to say New Orleans? We down here in New Orleans read all about your amazing adventures. Just so you know, our shops in downtown have some special offers just for people like you. We hope to see you soon. Yeah, let's go, let's have a look. Let's have a look real quick before we call the episode. So you can see books that increase the power of linked abilities by 20%. These are pretty solid. They also give 1 extra point of speech power over the 50 gold books that we're currently using. Alright, well, that's it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Come back next time when we buy a whole lot of stuff, write a whole lot of stuff, recruit a whole lot of stuff, and then head into Egypt.